Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. We're getting it all set up, getting everything going. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? Hey, hey, hey. Can y'all hear me? Can you see me? Listen, we're here with a little time. We got a little time tonight. We're going to talk a little bit tonight. Is that all right? Hopefully, we're live on all of our platforms. Y'all come on in. Let's go ahead and tag some people. Let them know that Coach Mia is live. Let them know. Let them know. Y'all say something. I'm on a whole new platform. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Listen, this is what we're doing in this season. We're doing what's required in order for us to get to where it is that we are destined, where we're designed to be. We're making sure that we're putting ourselves in position. And sometimes that means that we're going to have to stretch. Sometimes that means that we're going to be just a little bit uncomfortable. Sometimes that means that we're going to be in unfamiliar territories, unfamiliar spaces. But that's all right. We're going to do what's needed and what's required in order to help us to get to where we need to be. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? That's right. We are removing all excuses. Excuses are gone. In this season of our lives, we're no longer making excuses. No, we're making adjustments. No excuses in this season. We're going to be making adjustments. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to check. I'm trying to make sure that y'all can see me and hear me. And okay, all right. I think I see a little something over here. Regardless of what platform you're on. Hey, Facebook. Hey, Instagram. Hey, TikTok. Hey, YouTube. Listen, we're doing it. We're doing it over here. And we are absolutely excited. So if y'all will, please make sure that you're liking, that you're tagging, that you're letting somebody know that the real Coach Mia is live on tonight, and she got something she want to say. Hey, TikTok, she got something that she wants to say. Listen, we're always throwing that word reset around. We're always hearing it. We're always talking about it. But tonight we're going to go just a little bit deeper and making sure that we understand that when we don't reset, what happens is we start to repeat. And in this season of our lives, we don't have time to be repeating courses. We ain't got time to be repeating classes. We ain't got time to be repeating lessons. No, in this season of our lives, it's time for us to get up. And it's time for us to go. Listen, if you were at First Friday, on the first Friday in this month, you know that our word for this month was go. Listen, somebody ought to go ahead and type it in the chat. I feel it already. I got excited already. Listen, you ought to go ahead and type it in the chat. Maybe the light done turned green. Listen, I don't know. Maybe the light had been on red. Maybe the light had been on yellow. Maybe you had been slowing down. Maybe you had been stopping. But can I just go ahead and confirm for you on tonight that we have stepped over into a season where our light has turned green? Listen, what my green light people at? I'm trying to see where my green light people at, because we know that when the light turns green, then it's time for us to go. Listen, I don't know. Have y'all ever been at a stoplight and maybe you were distracted? Maybe you were doing something you ain't had no business doing. Maybe you were on your phone. Maybe you were working or trying to do something with the radio. I don't know. Maybe you were hollering at them children. I don't know what it was that you were doing, but you found yourself. Mama said, y'all said I ain't clear. I'm not clear on Facebook. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what to do, y'all. I'm sorry. But listen, can you hear me? Long as you can hear me, that's all we need on tonight. We simply need for you to be able to hear me. Y'all know I'm in the country. Y'all know my connection ain't all that good. But listen, we still got the connection of God. And so we're going to just continue moving. Have y'all ever been at a stoplight and maybe when you got there, the light turned red, so you had to stop? Maybe you got distracted. You were doing something in your phone. You were digging for something in your purse. You were hollering at them children. I don't know what you were doing, but while you were distracted, the light ended up turning green. And before you realized it, one of the cars behind you start honking their horn. Somebody behind you start blowing. telling you that it's time to go. Listen, I came to let you know tonight that I'm just like the car that's behind you. Maybe you didn't realize that the light turned green. Maybe you didn't realize that it was your turn and that it was your time to go. But can we bless God that he sent Coach Mia by tonight to let you know that your light turned green. When the light turned green, baby, you got to take your foot off the brake, and it's time for you to put your foot on the gas. I came to let you know it's time for you to take your foot off the brake, and it's time for you to put your foot on the gas. Somebody ought to just type go. Somebody ought to just go ahead and type go in the chat. I am Coach Mia. I am a certified life coach, and my life's mission is to help women of faith to be able to heal privately so that you are able to lead well and live well publicly. Listen, this is all we're doing right here. We're just out here simply doing the will of God and absolutely loving it. And the message that I want to bring to you on this evening deals with reset. Listen, it's reset, because the truth of the matter is we got to know how to live after the pain. Listen, y'all know the song. We've got to know how to live after the pain. And on tonight, I didn't come for the people that's just been through a little pain. Listen, I ain't just come for the ones that's just been through a little something. No, I came for my sisters. I even came for my brothers on tonight. I came for the ones that your testimony looks like you didn't just go through something, but baby, you survived something. You had to be a survivor out here. You had to put on your camouflage. You had to put on your army fatigue. And it was some stuff that you had to fight through. It was some stuff that you had to battle through. But you came out on the winning side. You came out on the other side of that thing. You came out with the victory. I ain't talking about folks that just had a bad day. I'm not talking to the ones that just had a rough week. But no, I'm talking about the ones that have gone through heartbreak. Yeah, they hit your chest and took your ability to breathe. That's who I came for. I came for the ones that's been through some health scares that shook your entire life. Listen, I came for the ones that had situations to come up that made you question everything that you knew, everything that you thought you knew, made you question who it was that you knew that you were. Yeah, I came to talk to you on tonight, because here's the truth. And let me tell y'all, for those of you who are new to me, I have a history of being titled or labeled a long-winded preacher. Listen, and I'm trying my very best to work on that. So if you see me looking over to my right, it's because I got some notes over here to make sure that we're going to stay on track and make sure that we are respectful of your time on tonight. Listen, I came to talk to you on tonight because here's the truth. Everybody loves to shout about getting through the pain. Everybody shouts about getting through the pain. But is it anybody that's talking about what we're supposed to do after the pain? Because the reality is, after the pain, things change. After the pain, things are different. The real truth is, after the pain, you're different. And here's what you need to understand on tonight. What you choose, what you decide to do after the pain, will either upgrade your life. Somebody ought to go ahead and just drop that in the chat, upgrade. What you decide to do after the pain, it will either upgrade your life or it will cause you to repeat the suffering. Yeah, I'm just trying to see what we're doing. I'm just trying to see on tonight, what is it that we're doing? Are we upgrading? Are we resetting? Or are we repeating? Listen, you don't get applause for surviving. No, but you do get results from what it is that you choose to do next. Somebody ought to go ahead and drop that word in the chat, next. Next. That's a very important word. That's going to be one of our vocabulary words. That's going to be one of our key words. You got to understand that there is a next. Is it all right with y'all? I'm Coach Mia, but I am who I am wherever I go, because the Lord wants somebody to know on tonight that regardless of where you are, regardless of what you're doing, regardless of what has happened to you, regardless of what it is that you have done, regardless of what you have been faced with, regardless of what you have been going through, you've got to understand that there is a next. There's a next that's already been assigned for you. There's a next that already got your name on it. Listen, there's a next that has already been prophetically declared. There's a next that has already been. Listen, your next and entered the chat. Listen, your next has entered the chat. Maybe you have been waiting in line. Maybe you have been cheering for everybody else. Maybe you have been applauding everybody else's success. But can I let you know on tonight that your next is now? Listen, I want to make this plain for you. What gives you the right, Mia? What gives you the authority? Yeah, like what makes you have the ability to come on here tonight and discuss with us reset? Yeah, after the pain. Reset. Yeah, after the pain. Reset or repeat. Well, let me tell you something. I took a walk today. Yeah, I took a walk. Did a mile. Very proud of myself. Very, 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 very big pride. Big pride. Listen, somebody ought to just clap for me right there. Yeah, because I've been trying to be a more intentional regarding my health and regarding myself. And so I did a mile on today. And as I was walking that mile, I began to think about why it was important for me to walk a mile. Now, some of you know, some of you are new to me. Hey, y'all. But my testimony includes the fact that I suffered, but that I successfully overcame a heart attack. I had a heart attack. At the age of 39 years old, I had a heart attack. And let me make this plain to you. Because I realized that God did not just spare my life for me to go back and continue doing things the way that I had always done them. God did not spare my life for me to remain in unhealthy cycles. God did not spare my life for me to keep doing the same things that I had always and already done and then expecting a different result. Listen, God did not spare my life. I want you to hear this because this ain't just about me at a heart attack. Listen, this is to you. God did not spare your life. You know that last thing that you went through that you thought was going to take you out, but you're still here. God did not spare our lives. Yeah, for us to just come out with a testimony and then go back to doing the same stuff that we had already been doing. Listen, the reality is, if we were to do that, that would be disrespectful to the grace that God has given us. I want you to sit with that. I've been walking a mile. And let me tell you something that I'm learning as I'm walking the mile. Because the truth is, this ain't about fitness. All right? Now, I done hit 40, and I don't know, didn't nobody really tell me, but I'm assuming that round about 40, you must just get some type of 40 spread. I don't know, because I'm getting, your girl getting wild out here. Back getting big back out here. Listen. Yeah, getting a little thicker, yeah, that I've ever been. But me walking has nothing to do with fitness. It's about discipline. It's about obedience. This is about me deciding that I refuse to go back. And I want for you to just take a minute and just think about where you are in your life, where you've been, what you've overcome, what you've survived, what you've made it through. Listen, I want you to think about your list of testimonies that you have. I want for you to think about that in regards to your life. And I want for you to decide, are you being a good steward over the blessings, over the testimonies, over the overcoming, over the sustaining, over the maintaining that God has allowed for you in your life? Listen, after the pain, baby, you don't get to stay the same. Pain has a way of changing you. whether you desire for it to or not. You've got to understand that either you reset or you relapse. That's a word all by itself. Either you reset or you relapse. Let's go to the word. Can I give you word? I'm a word girl. Listen, my pastor say, put me on Bible ground. Listen, Romans chapter 12, verse number 2 has been one of my absolute favorite scriptures for the extent of my life. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Listen, the renewing of your mind ain't just something that just happens. The renewing of your mind is something that you have to be intentional regarding. The renewing of your mind is a decision. Listen, the renewing of your mind is a decision that you make, because transformation is not automatic. But transformation is intentional. Can I tell you the truth? I had a heart attack February 21st, 2024. It was around about 7 o'clock in the morning. I was asleep, but the pain woke me up. I'm going to preach that one day. I hope y'all come, because I'm going to preach that one day. Pain woke me up. But here's the truth of the matter. Even after the pain woke me up, there was a responsibility that I had in order to do something, in order to get the care and the help that I needed. Because the truth is, pain will wake you up, but pain will not build you up. Listen, I'm trying to see, are y'all coming? Like, is this good to you? Are you sharing this with somebody? Because pain will wake you up, but pain does not build you up. Listen, pain is like an alarm clock. Yeah, pain is like an alarm clock, but pain is not a construction crew. You got to get it. You got to understand that the pain is going to do what it's supposed to do, and that's to wake you up. But after that, it's on you to do what you are able to do to get yourself the help that you really need. Listen, reset is what rebuilds you. Reset is what rebuilds you. Pain exposes. Can we agree to that? Pain reveals. Yeah, can we agree? Pain interrupts. But reset requires responsibility. Reset requires discipline. Reset requires a decision. I'm trying to see if there's anybody that's rocking with me on tonight that can look back over your life and say, you know what? I have had some pain in this thing called life. I done been through some stuff. Some stuff that happened to me that caused me pain. Matter of fact, I done happened to me. I done made some decisions. I have made some choices that caused me pain. But at this age, in this season of my life, I realize and recognize that it is my responsibility to make a decision to reset. Listen, some of you had pain, but you skipped the reset. Some of you had pain. Some of you experienced pain, but you made a conscious decision, or maybe it was not so conscious, not to do anything about it. Some of you have experienced pain and you have just accepted the fact that this is just how I am now. Some of you have experienced pain and you've just been sitting and waddling and whining and crying about what has happened, what they did, what hurt. But I came as that car behind you at the green light to let you know that the red light done turned green and it's time for you to go. It's time for you to put your foot on the gas and it's time for you to do something about it. Listen, some of you skipped the pain because you skipped the reset. Some of you had the pain, but you skipped the reset, and now you're stuck in a cycle. Yeah. You're just going round and round, going round and round and round. You're just going round and round. You're just letting stuff happen. Stuff is happening and you're just watching it. You're not taking hold. You're not taking charge. You're not taking responsibility. You're not standing on your most holy faith. You're not using even the tools and the skills that you have. You're not stepping out on faith. You're not getting in those uncomfortable positions. Listen, maybe you're just reading scripture. Maybe you're just hearing scripture, but you're not allowing scripture to come alive in your life. Maybe you're not applying it. Maybe you running asking everybody else to pray for you, but when is the last time that you prayed for yourself? Maybe you're saying, well, I don't know how to pray. Well, when is the last time that you asked God to help you to pray? Listen, Proverbs 26:11 says, as a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. The truth of the matter is, I have gone through some things in this life that I had to make a conscious decision that I wasn't going to get offended by it, but I was going to get free. And so I came tonight to encourage you. Don't get offended by what I'm saying, but make a conscious effort and a conscious decision that it's time for you to get free. Because the truth is, in order for us to reset and in order for us to get free, the reality is there's some stuff that we're going to have to say bye-bye to. Listen, I had to say bye-bye to that other version of me. I had to say bye-bye to that girl that was willing to accept the bare minimum. I had to say bye-bye to that little girl that was just kicking and screaming, but not rising up on her most holy faith and using what she got in order to get what it is that she needed. Listen. And hear me in the spirit when I say that. Listen, are you missing what broke you? Are you crying over what God delivered you from? Isaiah 43:18 says, remember ye not the former things, neither consider the things of old. I'm reminded that somewhere in the Bible, it talks about lay aside every weight and every sin that so easily besets you. In my life, part of that weight was my memory. Part of that weight that was holding me back and that was holding me down, that kept me from being able to become who it was that God had already predestined and pre-designed for me to be. Part of mine was my memory. Oh, I remembered who said what. I remembered who did what. I remembered who commented on what. I remembered who shared what. I remembered, and sometimes we have to stop remembering those things, because the truth is, if I focus or if I fix my focus on the things of God, then we ain't got no more room, no more time, no more capacity to have to remember those things. You got to break the pattern. Yeah, patterns, they can be broken. Yeah, but you've got to break the pattern, not just the moment. Sometimes we make a decision in a moment. Yeah, I'm ready now. I'm finna get free. I'm finna get better, because this gonna be my year right here. Yeah, I want better. Like, I know that the situation that I'm in, this isn't even what I should be in. This don't even align, or this don't even go with me. Yeah, we'll say that in the moment, but after we finish with that rhetoric, after we finish that statement, after we finish typing that paragraph, we go right back to the same cycles. We go right back to choosing the same things. We go right back to allowing the same stuff that's been hurting us over and over and over again. Can I remind you of the definition of insanity? To keep doing the same stuff over and over again, expecting a different result. Listen, you've got to understand that there are certain things in our lives that we have allowed. And in reality, those things aren't just a one-time issue. Those things have become a lifestyle. What is it that you have allowed in your life? Your life. Your life. What is it that you have allowed in your life that is not, or that is no longer in alignment with the person that God has called for you to be. Listen, you don't need a moment of relief. You need what we call a pattern interruption. It's time for you to do something different. It's time for you to go somewhere different. It's time for you to show up differently. Matter of fact, it's time for you to say something differently to yourself. It's time for you to require that what you allow is different. It's time for what you let come in here to be different. It's time for you to make sure that what you see here is different. It's time. Exposure has a way of breeding expectancy. What are you exposing yourself to? Your feelings are inconsistent. Can I just let you know? Our feelings change based on environment, based on a whole lot of different other factors. Our feelings have the ability to change. And so this is why we have to understand that although our feelings may be inconsistent, your discipline has to be consistent. You have to be consistent in what you are believing regarding you. You have to be consistent regarding what you are speaking regarding you. You have to be consistent regarding what has access to you. You have to be consistent regarding where you allow yourself to be. And here's the truth. You have to be consistent even regarding your capacity. Listen, we reset. Feelings will have you going backwards. Yeah, when discipline is what helps to move you forward. Feelings will have you going backwards when your faith is what will push you forward. My question to you on tonight, you trying to go backwards or are you trying to go forward? Because there's something about forward and higher. There's something about going forward and there's something about going higher that really is in alignment with you being who God has called for you to be. You've got to understand that after the pain, you have an assignment. After the pain, you have an assignment of discipline. Somebody type discipline. We have to be disciplined on this journey. I'm gonna come get you real quick and we're gonna get on off of here so we can get us a good night's sleep. You prayed your way out. You know that thing was hurting. The pain was much too much for you to bear. And you prayed your way out of it. But you won't discipline your way forward. I share with my community all the time. I can remember saying the same prayer on the side of the bed every night. And I would pray, and I would pray, and I would pray, and I would pray. And eventually, one night, God caught me before I was able to get up off my knees and just get in the bed and get prepared to just come back the next night and pray the same prayer. And God told me these words. He said, Mia, it's time for you to get up off your knees and go do something. Those words changed the trajectory of my life. And they have been applicable in many seasons, in many areas, in many situations in this thing called life. What is it that you're constantly and consistently praying about? But what is it that you're not being disciplined regarding as it relates to that prayer? Maybe it's just time for you to get up off your knees and go do something. Maybe it's time for you to get up off your knees and go change your mind. Maybe it's time for you to go get up off your knees and cut off what or who needs to be cut off. Maybe it's time for you to get up off of your knees and go connect with who and where you're called to connect. Listen, maybe, possibly, maybe it's time, because the truth is your healing did not fail you. Healing is the children's bread. Listen, he said that he wishes above all things that we would prosper and be in good health, even as our soul prospers. Your healing did not fail you. It was your follow through that did. My testimony list is very extensive. I've had to relearn how to walk 6 times. The last time that I was delivered from that wheelchair, listen, I was delivered. I didn't say that I had to go through physical therapy. No, I was delivered. God healed me in an instant from a thing that had been plaguing my life for a very long time. But in the days after that, he reminded me, he said, Mia, you have got to maintain your miracle. What are you doing in your follow through? That's why I put on them long tennis shoes. And I put one foot in front of the other one. Yeah, even today, because there's a mandate on my life to make sure that I'm partnering with God, not only in living, but in living well. Because the Bible said that he desires for us to live and to live well. He's called us to life, and he's called us to life more abundantly. But what are we doing? What are you doing regarding that abundant life? I would hope that you would understand that I ain't talking at you, because the truth is I'm talking from experience, because I had to look at myself and say, go, you ain't going back there. Not mentally, not emotionally, not physically. Because the you that was created, God, I thank you tonight, because the you that was created even after the pain. Can I remind you that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord, those that are called according to his purpose. And so even the pain was working for your good. But this how I'm going to leave you. This how I'm going to let you go right here. Are you letting it work? Will you let it? Will you let it work? I came for the one tonight who has been crying yourself to sleep every night. Matter of fact, you ain't been crying yourself to sleep because you never go to sleep. You just crying because you're worried and because you're anxious and because depression had got a grip on you. Well, I came to let you know on tonight, thank you, God, that help is here. But you've got to be a willing participant. You've got to participate. Listen, you got to participate in your rescue on tonight. You've got to participate. You've got to participate. We're not going back. Not today. Not tomorrow. I want for you to pick one thing. Pick one thing. Whether it's your body, whether it's your mind, whether it's your habits, whether it's your boundaries, and I want for you to make a decision to reset it. My mind had to be reset. Can I talk about it real fast before we go? It was my mind. It was my mind that needed a reset, because my mind was not allowing me to even be able to see me the way that I was supposed to see me. And because I didn't see me the way that I was supposed to see me, I was okay with accepting things that I never should have accepted. I was okay with being a part of stuff that I never should have been a part of. I was okay with being in spaces that I ain't had no business being in. Renew this. Renew this. James 1:22 says, and be ye doers of the word, not hearers only. I want to say this with authority, because there are some of you on here, you're stuck. And you wait for moments like tonight. You wait for the coach to go live. You wait for the preacher to offer prayer. Can I just be, can we just be real on tonight? You wait for these moments and you come wholeheartedly seeking better. You want better. You want to feel better. You don't want to continue in the cycles that you've been in, but you hear this good information. You get hyped up really good. Maybe you write down the declarations. Maybe you are speaking the affirmations every morning. Can we just be real? You might be reading your devotional every single morning. Maybe you dress up on Sundays really good and you go and you sit in the pew and you do all the things that we do at church. But then when you leave, when you get off the live, when the prayer ends, after you've said your affirmations, you realize that ain't nothing really changed. Pain is still there. Memory is too. You're still stuck. You're still in a cycle. And then the day starts over and you're just simply every day just trying to make it through the day. Can I let you know that that is not the life that God has destined or designed for you? I remember in one of the hardest seasons of my life, I cried out to God and I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way this all you got for me. Ain't no way hurt, pain, tears, embarrassment, and shame is going to be a way of life for me. Ain't no way. And after I realized that, there was work that I had to do. There were spaces and places that I had to connect with in order for me to get the pure deliverance that was needed and that was necessary. Can I tell you the truth? Can I just be real? Listen, I have a therapist and I love Jesus with my whole heart. Can I be real? I got a coach. And I know how to call him up for myself. The truth is, on this journey, sometimes we find ourselves in seasons and in situations that God has gifted certain ones with even the structure and the blueprint and the accountability that is needed and that is necessary to help get you unstuck, to help you to be able to even hear the horn blowing behind you so that you will know how to take your foot off the brake and to put, matter of fact, to give you permission to take your foot off the brake and to put your foot on the gas because it's time for you to go. It was in one of the hardest seasons of my life that God made me understand that there was a mandate on my life for me to create a space for his women to heal for real, a space for his women to deal for real, a space for his women, those of us, especially those of us, that are in leadership. Yeah, that everybody is looking to us to have it done and all together. Where is it that we go to be able to let our hair down and say, hey, girl, listen, nah, I need a little help. Yeah, this is why the Reset Room VIP edition was ever even created. It's a safe space for women to be able to heal privately so that we are then armed, ready, strengthened, and able to be able to lead well and live well publicly. In our Reset Room VIP edition, I'm so excited because we're going to be bringing weekly prayer. That's right, baby. I'm not telling nothing we ain't praying. Listen, we're going to have weekly prayer together. We're going to have bi-weekly coaching sessions. That's right. You getting the coach in her full. Listen, we're going to have bi-weekly coaching sessions. We're going to call those our hour of power. You're going to have accountability. You're going to have sisterhood. There's going to be real structure so that you can finally see real transformation in your life. I want to invite you to the Reset Room VIP edition with Coach Mia and them lady trendsetters. Listen, we're setting the trend because it is needed and necessary for us to understand the power that we have to be able to shift atmospheres. Now, we're not just following. No, we're leaders. We're not followers. We're leaders. Yeah. And so my question to you tonight, after the pain, are you going to reset? Or are you going to retreat? Are you going to reset? Or are you going to repeat? Are you going to reset? Or are you going to go back to what you keep going back to and getting the same stuff that you keep getting? Listen, the Reset Room VIP edition, it is open, ready, and available, waiting for you. Our people, our ladies are joining, they're coming in, they're getting acclimated. You're able to simply go ahead, and we got a special going on. We got a real good special going on right now. It ain't gonna it ain't gonna last. But we do have a really good special going on right now. So I encourage you to go over to the Reset Room VIP, the Reset Room VIP.com, and take advantage of, just go over there and look at it, because this not gonna last long at all. I pray that something has been said to lift you on tonight. I pray that something has been said to encourage you on tonight. I pray that something has been said to empower you on tonight. I pray that something has been said that will make you look at things differently, consider things just a little bit differently on tonight. And I also hope that if you're making a conscious decision, that you're also willing and ready to make a conscious effort to take the next step to make sure that you choose the reset instead of the repeat. If this was good to you, if you're on Facebook, if this was good to you, I encourage you to share this, share it, tag it, send it to some of your friends that may need this word to just kind of kickstart them, to get them to going, to let them know that the lightning turned green, baby. Ain't no more sitting at the red light. It's time for us to go. I pray that you have a great night. I pray that you will connect with me. If you have not already followed, liked, shared these pages, please make sure that you do so, and make sure that you're checking back periodically, because we have a mandate on our life. Not just you. Listen, baby, it's time for me to go too. And we're going to another level. We're going to a higher dimension. And I'm excited because you get a chance to come right along with me. I get a chance to come right along with you. So let's get it done. I'll see you soon. And I sure hope to see you over in the Reset Room. Love, love. Bye, y'all.